So, good evening everyone, and welcome to a pre-season test race for the Ginetta GT5 Championship. We're coming from the moment, crowning circuit. We will be doing this in the calendar. So we watch let's look at DBS going around the circuit right now. So, front back time of 31.8. There's Captain H. The number 54 machine. Radovan 80, back the number. Mad Marshall there, also joining for tonight. We have AMH Racing. There is the defending champion for season number 12. Yeah, back in his Machuca car with his old teammate RDF1 Adam Morris. Those two as a team unit this season is Snake Chew Racing. AMH Racing had done a couple of races in season 11. He is actually going to be doing a season now in season 12. We're looking for a good result. Ginger Buisson, again, someone who done few races last season. Come to the test of this one. Stalker comes back. RS Jim 77, he's back. He's currently in 7th in this qualifying. There's Mad Marshall. Captain H. Looks like he's had a bit of a spin there. Boy Rexer. Caesar 82 back again. Season. Afgate back this season as well. Delez again for another season. And the host as always, Jamie F30. He's coming back. He's partnering RS Jim for season 12. And here at the moment, 3 minutes to go here at Ruapuna. Couple with Seeks here. So that first corner is the Flex Glass corner, down the Liquimoli straight, Icom corner. And then down to Euromark, this really tight hairpin left. Then you'll flick it slightly right, flick it slightly left. 90 right into Fulton Hogan. Runs a bit wide to Seeks, this is the left-hander. And into the Casino Carousel. Now it starts off quite open and it just gradually tightens and tightens and tightens. But you can still carry good pace, the camber's in. Then you come to the Southern South S's, very long pair of S's, flick it in right. Then it's 90 degrees left almost. A lot tighter than it looks. Down the final and into the Rock Sweeper, double apex corner. You can turn it into a really late apex, one apex corner, which Seeks has done. Down the main straight for the end of the lap. Now AMH Racing has taken the pole position with a 130.2. Okay. Good little wave there for him. Good to see him back for another season of this racing. So 130.2 is the current best lap. I believe you had someone else join now. It's Dan's SGKG has joined the session. The Les, he'll be looking for good things. He had a good strong ending to the last season. Couple of podiums, be looking to be in the top 5 at least in that contention, potentially for the championship. No one could touch Boy Rexa last season. Adam Morris did have a go, but couldn't quite do it. Season 82, he'll be looking again for a good solid season. He's finishing in the mid-pack last season. 10 seconds left of this qualifying session. Now this will show off the new format of the GT5s. This first 10 minutes qualifying and then a short sprint race. Time's up over Blam. And he's across the line. He finishes in 7th at the moment. Here comes Seeks across the line. He'll stay 6th. Ray Devan maybe looking to do a practice start. Currently in 5th. There's Jamie F30 up into 4th with a 131.0. All a bit two-wheeling through that left-hander before you go into the casino carousel. Here he comes then. Into the final corner of the rock sweeper. Can he claim pole? Boy Rexa up into 2nd from RS Jim, and Jamie stays where he is in 4th. It's looking like AMH Racing might have this. Yeah, Ginetta is finished qualifying. Mad Marshall has, Afcape has, Captain H has. Dan couldn't quite get a lap in, so AMH Racing claims the first pole position of this pre-season test, followed by Boy Rexa, RS Jim, Jamie F30, Ray Devan 80, Seeks 44, Caesar 82, Ginger Poisson, Shadowstalker DBS, the Les, NGR Mad Marshall, Afcape in 12th, Captain H, and Dan didn't get a time in. So a confirmation of the results, although 2nd place is not showing on our screens, but that is Boy Rexa. Interesting, that's not showing actually. And we're down now to 12 competitors on the grid, so something's obviously happened in Project Cars. Not what they were looking for. But so the grid instead is going to be AMH Racing, R77, Jamie F30, Ray Devan 80, Seeks 44, Caesar 82, Ginger Poisson, Shadowstalker DBS, The Les, Mad Marshall, Afcape, and Dan at the back in 12th. AMH will be looking to get a good start as we wait for them to sink in. Actually, one of the only NXTGEN leagues to host with none of these drivers knew what track they were coming to tonight, so no practice at all, couldn't get a setup. It was just one of those races where you just come here and test the car for a bit, see if there's any changes to it from any patches. Yeah, there's a slight issue at the moment. Afcape on communications is a bit annoying me, to be honest. And really weird. So, We go green now here at Ruapuna for the first race here. AMH gets a decent start, but RSGEN is right alongside him as they come down towards the first corner. Down to the long sweeping left-hander. And that is RSGEN off wide. Couldn't quite get it. Mad Marshall in the background, was that, or was that Shadow? I think it was Shadow Stalker DBS wide as well through turn 1. AMH Racing leads from Jamie FL30. Raider Van behind him. And oh, that is a car on his roof. It's not Mad Marshall, that is Caesar 82. Big accident in the background. Clipped sideways and T-boned to have a barrel roll. We have the first man on his roof in the GT5 championship. And we're not even in the championship as Raider Van, sorry, has a look around the inside of Jamie, now looks around the outside of the casino carousel. It'd be a hell of a move if he pulls this off. He can't quite do it though. Fantastic effort. Starting to show a lot of pace is Raider Van at the moment. Now looks to the inside. Can he get an overlap? Oh, he does get a little one. Taps Jamie around. That is a big spin for Jamie FL30 there, right on the infield. Raider Van carries on, but he's lost the place of the Les. And now he has Seeks right behind him. Go on board with Seeks 44 then as we come down towards the first corner for the second time of 5. Hit the brakes, into the corner. Raider Van looking up the inside of the Les. Almost, not quite though. Hit the brakes, get it turned in. Up over the crest. Into the hairpin left for the second time. And Raider Van up the inside, a bit of a tap there. Gets past the Les. But, oh, and that is Dan in the background, spinning away, and is rejoined on the other side of the hairpin. Well, Raider Van gave the place back to the Les, and he's taking it straight away around the casino carousel. So showing some really good, oh, and a bit of a tap from the Les. Both go wide. Both come back on the circuit right in front of Seeks. He's got an absolute front row seat for this one. Through the left-hander. Down the main straight we go. On to lap number 3. So look at slightly behind Jamie on his recovery drive. Be looking to come up behind Afcape, who is right on the back end of Ginger. Good man Benji, he's having a few issues at the moment. Couldn't save his setup, Wi-Fi not working, but still able to watch the stream. That's happy days right there. As you watch Ginger Poisson, currently still in 6th, he's dropped Afcape behind him. And Jamie will be looking to come up onto Afcape fairly soon, but Raider Van we haven't seen. Oh, that'll be why AMH is in the wall. There he is at the casino carousel. So AMH clear in the lead. Either a mistake or a tap, we don't know. But that means Raider Van is released into the lead with Seeks right behind. So Seeks has got past the Les as well. RSGEN now only 1.3 behind the lead. And there's Jamie past Afcape. So a good little recovery this from Jamie at the moment after his massive spin. There's Dan, AMH in 9th, Caesar in, you could say, a lightened car. I think if that thing gets called to the weighbridge, he will not be passing that scrutineering feature. But Radovan leads, and then Lezo, what a move in the background on 644. Cracking move from the Les to take second place, and now RS Jim, and that's a tag round. Siegs in the Les. Oh, and the Les is spun trying to get going again. So a bad hairpin for the Les. He gets a little tap, whether he just tried to shut the door a little bit too much on Siegs. And he spins it again, so Jamie up into 6th. And Siegs losing places now. Ginger Poisson's now in front of him. So through the S's. Back, oh, and that's a tag round. And Siegs would definitely, surely have to give that one back. So Ginger now down into 6th, Jamie up into 5th. Afcape has got back pass ahead of Jamie. He's now 4th, so a cracking race for this man from the Netherlands. Good, really interactive on the stream he is actually, Afcape. Gives a good insight into the racing, hates being watched. So we go back to the leader, Radovan running very wide into turn 1. RS Jim not able to capitalise though. There's Siegs running even wider just about. And here comes Jamie coming up to Afcape. And the Liquid Moly straight. Flick it left. Good lines from Afcape, not panicking right now. Just making sure he takes the right line, placing the car correctly. Good bit of driving so far. There's the Les and Ginger Poisson. They're really close together. Radovan there, 1 second up from RS Jim. Afcape and Jamie are starting to close in on seat 44 here. Can have a three-way battle at the end of the race here for this 3rd place. But at the moment we go back to the leader, who's 1.2 ahead. He's got a bit lucky with all the chaos that's happened around him, but Radovan 80 just got to get past this final corner, down the main straight, and it will be the number 2 machine of Radovan 80 who takes the preseason test sprint win at Ruapuna. RS Jim 77 comes home in 2nd. Siegs will come home 3rd. Jamie has got past Afcape and big roll after the finish line. Ginger Poisson in 5th. Caesar in 6th. Didn't know what happened to Afcape, maybe he spun it, got a tag, but he comes home in 7th. Not a bad ending. The Les in 8th. He'll come home there, and he tries to spin it, spins around. Here comes Dan in 9th, a good start, and a good showing. AMH racing in 10th, after an issue around the casino carousel. Here comes Mad Marshall. Just into the barrier. In 11th, and Shadowstalker DBS will hang it out for a 12th place here. Yeah, okay, gone wide in the second to last turn. Radovan 80 takes a win though from RS Jim, Siegs 44, Jamie F4 30, Ginger Poisson, Caesar 82, Afcape, then Les, Dan, AMH Racing, Mad Marshall, and Shadowstalker DBS in that race. Afcape confirmed pushing for Siegs and losing it in the second to last turn, having a spin. But a good showing that from Afcape. Very patient man until the last lap. So, if any of you don't know this yet, because we were meant to have a pre-season notebook before this race to explain formats, etc, etc. So the way this works is to get another 10-minute qualifying session. However, the top 5 from race 1 cannot qualify. They must stay in the pits. I keep saying that he would never have taken the risk if it was a real race. Very, very true. Obviously, test race is all about pushing your luck, seeing what you can get out of the car. So the top 5 can't qualify in this. However, everyone must make a pit stop in this race, as this is now the feature. So Jamie's left the session, so I'm guessing a new one to be set up. I do apologise by blue screening you at the moment, waiting for a new invite. And here he is, Liam McEwen, hashtag Seeks44 fan club. And Gaz isn't even racing. Guessing that will be invites out. Yep, invites in. So we have gonna have a 12 laps feature race here. Everyone must pit once. And they must change tyres. Hamilton versus Vettel becomes Seeks versus Gaza. Well put, Avcape. Hashtag fanboys. So, the top 5 in this race can't qualify. There we go, Liam versus Gaza in the comments. That's going to be an interesting one. What are we watching? Jamie? He's not qualifying. Didn't believe. So, Shadow, Stalker DB. Not on track. Let's have a look actually back at... So the people who cannot qualify in this race is Radovan, RS Jim, Steve, Jamie and Ginger Poisson. 5 who can't qualify, so everyone else is fully allowed to. Caesar 82 there, after his impressive rolling in race number 1, we'll be looking to have a bit of a better race here in race 2. We have the defending champion back. Boy Rexer is in the session, which is good to see. There is Captain H. And Seekers has come out on the track, maybe for an out lap, in lap type thing, so just out and in. Looking at Caesar at the moment, there's seats. There's Mad Marshall in the number 3 car this time. And behind him, Cape in his correct livery in the number 24, hoping that'll give him good luck. I mean, that gave him good luck in Monza actually, in season 11. Had a really good race. So let's go on board on the roof cam with Cape for our lap. I know he's going to hate me for doing this, but let's have a go. Over the line we come then. He's at a 134 out lap. Oh, sorry, 134 lap time on that one. So a good starting point. Runs slightly wide and onto the grass. He'll probably blame me for it. And a donut to finish it. A celebratory donut on that one. RS Jim going out for an out lap. Captain H yet to set a time. There we go, Kate blamed me for that. Fantastic stuff. Just thought we'd do a test run Cape of TV privileges. So as we watch Captain H down in front of him on the circuit. Through the S's for Dan, SZGKG. Ooh, a bit tight behind there. Looks like RSG and Captain H. There goes down through the final corner. Hopefully on the first lap. Boy Rexer there has set pole position with a 129.4. That's a phenomenal time. Dan sets a 132.1, puts him in 4th. Never know, Cape. Like, not every race, but maybe a few. So Dan goes into 4th. Captain H with a 145, so definitely improvement there needed. Mad Marshall, 12 seconds off the pace. Shadowstalker DBS there in 6th. Cape's still in the pits. Dan is in 4th. I don't know if Jim's gone back round the circuit. I mean, he's not meant to be qualifying. But we'll see what happens. There's Caesar82 in 3rd. AMH Racing is in 2nd. And Boyrax with a phenomenal sub 1 minute 30. Currently in 1st and pole position right now. To watch the defending champion in the number 20 car. Good time that from Mad Marshall now, 1:34.7. A lot better than his first attempt. And very wide through the left-hander. Give that man bonus points, he's taken out the sign. I believe Deleuze has rejoined. Good stuff, good show. And RS Jim is set up a time of 1:33.0. I don't quite think he realised he shouldn't have qualified. But AMH Racing now joins the sub 1 minute 30 club with a 1 minute 29.6. So good stuff there. Boyraxer comes into the pit, and that is now his qualifying over, so only AMH can knock him off that top spot. 2/10 to find. Can he do it? Through the casino carousel and up to and down to the final corner we come. Good turnout tonight, 14 drivers here. Good to see full lobbies. Now here comes AMH across the line. Doesn't improve. I believe RS Jim left and then rejoined. Potentially. Is he still there? Is that back on circuit? Don't really understand what he's doing, but very interesting, that's to say the least. UMH 0.07 up on the best lap delta. And there's Dan. Caesar 82 comes across line for his final lap, and he stays in 4th. No improvement. Shadowstalker is finished. Half Cape has just finished. He's got away from a grasp on that one. Mad Marshall running wide on that corner. Captain H still running round. There's AMH. Who is the closest to the end? It is Mad Marshall, and he's coming in the pits. Give that man even more points, he's worked out the speed limit sign. No speed limits in race. Good man. AMH has given up on his lap. Captain H, the 140.4 so far. Be looking to get into the 130s. Down the main straight. He's the final one, I believe, to qualify. Stays at a 140.4. Couldn't quite get there. So, your leaderboard for qualifying in race number 2. Boy Raxa 14 is in pole position, followed by AMH Racing. Dan GKG Caesar 82 is in 4th. RSGM 77 has qualified 5th, although I'm pretty sure he shouldn't have. Shadowstalker DBS, he is in 6th place. Half Cape in the middle of the grid in 7th. Mad Marshall in 8th. Captain H is in 9th. The Les didn't set a time, and obviously Ray Devan, Seeks, Ginger Poisson and Jamie weren't allowed to. Confirmation there of the qualifying results. So, can Boy Raxa stay in, for starters, the lobby? And can he get away? Because, again, the same front row as it should have been. But this time, 12 laps, not 5, round this wonderful New Zealand circuit at Ruapuna. We wait for the sinking in. Have a map up and a speedo. Still waiting for the race to sink in. Cape definitely pit strategy. Mad Marshall saying good luck to everyone. Definitely good luck to everyone in this one. As we get ready to race. 3 red lights. And we're green at Ruapuna, and what a start from AMH Racing. That's a brilliant start against Boeing Raxa there. Taking it to the defending champion for Season 12. Off the line, and he's ahead going into turn 1. There's Dan, and contact behind. That is Seeks. And Cape has gone wide. Jamie FL30, also the back. Captain H has had issues along with Shadowstalker. Not the brilliant. Oh, and that is someone absolutely flying off. That is Radovan 80. And he has gone miles off the circuit on that one. Come back on the circuit in 13th place there. But AMH Racing, 4/10 now to Boy Raxa. RS Jim, then the Les, Caesar 82, Ginger Poisson, Dan GKG, Mad Marshall, Seeks 44 up into 9th, AFK back into 10th. Jamie FL30 is 11th, Shadowstalker in 12th, Ray Devan is in 13th, and Captain H is in 14th. Ray Devan, a bit of work to do. He won that first race, and he's got time in this race to get back up. Back to the front, and AMH Racing still leads as we come round the final corner to end lap number 1. A cracking start, and that could be a race-winning factor. Remember, everyone must pit once. Tyre wear is on. Who is going to blink first? Now, obviously, the ideal strategy may be to go to lap 6, 7 on this set of tyres. and do half and half, or a bit more in the first, a bit less in the second. You want as good a tyre as you can have in the final part of the race. But further back, the Les. No, it's Ginger Poisson, I believe. But as you go back to the front, because Boy Raxer is right on the tail of AMH Racing. On board with Boy Raxer, defending champion from season 11. Really horrible set of corners this, really hard to get a good line through both. You've got to compromise through one. Into the Casino Carousel, bit of curve down from AMH, just unsettles the car slightly. Into the S as they go. And Caesar has found to the back of the Les. There's Jim now down in 10th, so an issue for him. And Caesar getting a bit out of shape in the background. We continue to watch this back lead. AMH and Raxer. Go on to lap number 3. Steak the pits early pit stop for 644. Very unusual. Getting it done out of the way though. Maybe would like a bit of free air. He was caught up behind Dan. He feels that behind free air, in free air, he can go a lot quicker than his competitors on the circuit. But Boy Raxer still hounding the back of AMH Racing around Ruapuna. Plenty of overtaking options here at this circuit. You've got to make sure you pull it off though. The Les just waiting behind. Caesar 82's had a bit of a moment. He's let Ginger Poisson past him now. There's our good friend Afcake being hounded now by Jamie F430. Jamie will be looking to try and get past Afcake as fast as he can. Remember, he's coming from near the back of the grid. Actually, he's coming from the back of the grid. Being host doesn't have a choice if he's in the top 5. Looks like he wants to have a look, and Boy Rex at the front has made a mistake, and the Les, he's made the mistake of letting the Les get in front of him now. 8/10 the gap between the leaders. 1.1 covered the top 3. So very rare that Boy Raxer loses a place on track. He's eager now to get it back. Looking very, very racy indeed. As we're on lap number 4. In the 129s for AMH and the Les. But a 29.1 for AMH. He is threatening those 28s. Into the hairpin they go. RS Jim and Jamie in the pits now. Teammates. See, they can do that in this game. Question is, where is Seeks? And where does this put him? Seeks down the street. Long old pit lane and pit stop. Jamie has been overtaken by Seeks. Seeks 44 in 12th has Jim in that pit stop. And Boy Rex back in front of the Les. And very wide that from the Les. Not quite the line he was looking for, wouldn't have thought. As they enter the final corner for the 4th time. Ginger Poisson has right behind him. 7th behind Half Cape. Not many other people hitting just yet. There's AMH still leading. These two having a bit of a ding-dong battle. So on board with Dan we go. Into turn number 1. Very wide from Jindra, and that is going to give Dan the initiative up the inside. Job done for Dan. Jindra just pushing it a bit hard around there. Half Cape, I think he might be catching the 2. Caesar82 is in the pits, just coming out now. Will he beat Seeks? Yes, he will, by a big margin as well. About 10 seconds, that gap. So we continue here at Rio Puna. AMH still leading from Boyraxa from the Les, who goes very wide. He's liking that line at the moment, isn't he? Doesn't gain him anything as we get to the final corner for the 5th time. Bit wide from AMH. He's going to have a little bit of pressure from from Boyraxa behind. Down the straight we come into turn 1. Big pressure at the moment on AMH. So we enter the end of the first half of this race. These boys doing a fantastic job making the tyres last at the moment. I don't think they'll be wearing too much, but it's all about grip. Through that left-hander, down towards the hairpin left. So we continue on racing here. AMH with Boyraxa right behind him. Behind that though, Dan has found himself back in the battle with Ginger Poisson. Half-cape in the background. Flash of the lights from Ginger. Now you know he's there. Yeah, go through the S's. Ginger has a little look, can't quite do it. Will compromise himself through the corner on that line. And AMH is in the pits. First of the leading trio are in the pits. And Half-Cape now in the pits as well. Oh, he almost took out that sign, almost gave him some bonus points for that. So the Les and Boyraxa have to push on now. AMH almost like an undercut. Came in at the halfway point, as a standard man would think. Gindra has made a mistake somewhere. Not on the back of Dan anymore. There's Radovan 80. Haven't really seen him much at the moment. He's been making his way back through the field from the pit stops. Captain H has left the session. It's a bit unfortunate. There is a yellow down. Where's it going to be? Where's that going to be? That's going to be the leaders, isn't it? Yeah, down, yeah. Yellow flag down there, but I don't think there is anything there to be worried about. So, Boyraxa, the Les, currently still leading. Flash of lights only to say I'm pitting. Let's go into the final corner. Yes, and into the pits comes Boyraxa. The Les goes round one more time. Mad Marsh. There's Half-Cape. He didn't change his tyres. Not interesting. Where is Half-Cape retired? Yeah, Half-Cape's retired. Maybe because of that. Very interesting that. Boyraxa is still in the pit lane. Yeah, retired because of the pit crew. That is not good for Half-Cape. There's AMH. Where's Boyraxa going to come out in regards to AMH racing? There's Boyraxa coming out of the pit lane now. He's overcut him. Boyraxa has overcut AMH here and taken the net first position. And now AMH has gone wide, and that's not going to help his cause. Keeps it pinned, takes out a bollard of some sort. So the question is, the Les comes in the pits. Where does he come out now in relation to Boyraxer and AMH Racing? So he's dropping Andrew. Here comes Dan and Ginger in as well. Yeah, definitely a big overcut. I'll agree there. It is about a 3-second overcut that was for Boyraxer. I've got a feeling the Les hasn't changed tyres. He may need to pit again. There's no way he's changed tyres, because otherwise that would be a phenomenal overcut. Don't think that's happened. But Ginger has done. Ginger Poisson has done down in the pits there. Oh, and that is Seeks looking around the outside of Jim. First time we've seen Seeks really this race, and he's in a battle with RS Jim 77. Both of them getting held up by the cars in front, battling for their own position. All of this is for that top 5 place here in this mini feature race. They flick it right, flick it left. Into the casino carousel they come for the 9th time of 12. Up towards the S's, Seeks on the back of Ginger Poisson, and Jamie FL30 is not far away from this battle. This group of 5 really battling it out now. Can Jim get past Dan, or will he have to stay behind him and suffer consequences from behind, as that is looking like Jim. Sorry, not Jim. Seeks and Jamie side by side. Jamie couldn't quite do it though. They go into turn 1 for the 10th time. And a bit wide that from Seeks. Allows Jamie through. And now Jamie wide, and Seeks not through. Dan's gone really wide of the hairpin. Jim up the inside, can he get a good drive? Dan gets a better one on the outside there. Great driving from the newcomer to the Ginettas. Through the S's they come for the 10th time. Oh, and Dan spun it at the S's. Very unfortunate there for him. Dan spins out of 5th and is now in 9th. Big drop. Jamie alongside Ginger Poisson now, and now Seeks behind him. Oh, almost looking to go 3 wide into turn 1. Almost does it. Couldn't quite get away with it, but he does get Ginger, and he is alongside Jamie for this left-hander. Oh, very, very tight. just about get away with it all of them, and Ginetta has managed to almost make a place up on Seeks, going wide at that left-hander. Mad gig. Perpetual wet curves from PC2, yeah. Not liking it. But Jamie F430 in 6th with his teammate ahead of him now, and Seeks behind. Through the right, through the left. They come for the penultimate time. Caesar just up the road here. And lapping slower. He lost about 2 seconds that last lap. Through the final turn they go. Looked like Ginetta was looking to go try and go around the outside of Seeks. Not quite going to work. Now, the Les may be leading on circuit, but technically... I thought I saw a big roll. And that is Ginger Poisson on his roof. And out of the race. Oh, until... That is Radovan deciding he's going to help him and put him on his wheels. Very sportsmanlike. And now Ginetta, was he retiring? Anyway, back to the Les, who on track has won the race. But in all fairness, it's going to be this man, Boyraxer, who will technically win because the Les don't think it changed his tyres. In 2nd place for Boyraxer, great race for him, but technically first. AMH is 3rd, technically 2nd. The Les I would put in 3rd, I reckon. Caesar at 82 will come home in 4th. A very quiet race for him, very good. RSGM will come home in 7th place. Let's see if Jamie F430 can do one of his heroic rolls at the end. Yes, he does. He's got that down to a T. There goes Seeks in 7th. Dan will come home in 8th. Great racing from him. Very unfortunate about a spin. Radovan, after giving Ginger a helping hand, will come home in 9th. Very, a few spins and instances for Radovan. In 10th will be Shadowstalker DBS. Admiral won't, might have got lapped actually on that one. So the Les is showing first on the timing screens, but I put Boyraxer winning, AMH 2nd, the Les 3rd I reckon, Caesar 82 in 4th, RSGM 77 in 5th, Jamie F430 is in 6th, 644 is 7th, Dan is in 8th, Radovan in 9th, Shadowstalker in 10th, Mad Marshall 11th, and Afcape in 12th. And retired, obviously. See a few people getting a few giggles out of the rolls. I do believe there is another test race as well. Liam, where is that you? Great comment. I will apologise for blue screening people. I'm waiting upon a invite for the next race. There is the... What track are we going at? I don't even know what track we're at either. So, see what happens. We are going to go to Monza. Now, last season they done the short version. This season, going big. So we are awaiting the start of this race. Might have a slightly smaller grid, obviously. Normally, you only do one round. Obviously, tonight we're having 2 test races. So as we load up. So only 6 cars in for this one. Normally, as previously said, only one event, normally on the night, not 2, so Boy Rex will go out. I'll leave you in the hands of Boy Rex for a minute. I'll be back in a few. Right, apologies for that one. So we have 5 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. No one's yet set time. Here comes Boy Rex though, up to the line. And a 2:08. Shadow Stalker next up. AMH has now gone on pole with a 2:07.9. Shadow Stalker comes home with a 2:22, so not bringing up obviously. Could have done better on that one. What a speed. Here is 6:44. Going through Lesmo 1 up to Lesmo 2. I believe that's Dan in front of him. Yes, it is. Dan lets Seeks go. Seeks obviously on a hot lap then. I'm down to Ascari. Through Ascari, Seeks goes. And down towards Parabolica. Into Parabolica they come. Wide that from Dan. Maybe trying to get a very long exit as Boy Rex sets a 2:07.7 now for pole position. Can Seek achieve? .2099, so a couple of seconds off the pace for Seeks. Dan now on a lap. AMH is now 2:07.5. So track rubbering in. Should be a good one come the season because you'll have a lot of slipstream. Should get some good. I think that was Seeks. Did he? Yeah, he did. I think Seeks it in the first chicane. As Dan goes through the Grande. And down towards the second chicane. Bit wide, has to take a slight shortcut. AMH spins it on the exit. Oh, and he's right in the way of Seeks there. Seeks all sorts of directions for finally deciding to go around the front of him. Jamie is on track. He's about to start his one and only lap for this session at 2:19.8. So obviously the game does sometimes count your out lap as a lap. Dan comes up to Ascari. So he's not going to be a quick time this because obviously he went a little bit wide. And Parabolica for Dan on this current lap, which we know isn't going to be quick, but we'll see what he gets out of it. Down the main straight then, Dan comes. Gets a 2:14. What can Seeks achieve? 9.9 after his spin, obviously. Jamie, the last man who we had to set a time tonight in Monza qualifying. Through Oscar he comes. Down to the Parabolica. Through the Parabolica he comes and down towards the main straight. What time does he achieve? A 2:09.1 slips him into third place, just ahead of Seeks. So the grid for this race at Monza is AMH Racing, Boyrax 14, Jamie F430, Seeks 44, Shadowstalker DBS, and Dan SZGKG. Well, it looks like Dan did actually get away with it. He is actually on a current lap, I'm presuming. He comes down to the Parabolica, so Jamie might not be the last man to set a time here. The number 38 machine definitely pushing on a bit around the Parabolica. What time does he get? He comes up to the line. He sets a 2:11.8. Puts him up position into 5th. So a good qualifying lap between AMH and Boyrax. Only 0.149 between them. Definitely shows we've got a championship on our hands this season. We haven't seen Adam Morris tonight either, and he's going to be in the fight as well. So confirmation then of the qualifying session. MH Racing, Boyrax, Jamie F430, Seeks 44, Dan and Shadowstalker DBS. Now some of you might be wondering, Seeks has the Ecuadorian flag, I believe that is, as he is travelling there very soon this month. So a good little escape for him to Ecuador. We'll wait the sinking to take place. So, 3 red lights. And away we go, AMH again with a good start against Boyraxer. And that is Dan, a phenomenal start from him as they come down to the first chicane. Into the first chicane they're coming out, and Dan comes out in second place. Brilliant start for the newcomer in this test racing. Jamie in 430, Boyrax down into fourth, Seeks in fifth, and Shadow Stalker rounds up the back. Have 8 laps of this. Going down to the second chicane, and Dan still in that second place, but not for long if Jamie can get the inside before Lesmo 1. Through the first Lesmo they come, and Jamie can't quite get there. AMH runs wide, and that's Dan in the wall. Chaos has presumed at the Lesmos at Monza. And AMH all over the gravel again, and this time see him right round in a big spin. Shadow Stalker has joined him quite literally. And here comes Dan to take advantage of this and go up into fourth. Back at the front though, Jamie leads, and Seek's looking to go round Boyraxa. Battle of the different flags here. I believe Jamie is called safety car. So for the first time ever, we have a safety car in the Ginetta GT5 league. So lap 1 ends under the Jamie car, I'm going to call it, because there is no safety car, it's just Jamie up front. So Jamie car at the moment in that leading spot, or waiting for everyone to catch back up. And Sieg's getting right up close and personal with Boyraxa there. But Boyraxa has a Venezuelan flag because he likes the colours, and Sieg's got the Ecuadorian flag. So battle of the flags there between those two. And we're back green. So the safety car has ended. Jamie's gone wide in the second chicane. And that'll be AMH in the background, looking at the inside of Dan into the Lesmo 1. He'll get that move completed. Dan instantly having a look into Lesmo 2, but definitely not close enough there. But Boyraxa now takes to the front, and Jamie, oh, Seeks, that is Seeks in the barriers, and that is AMH around again. And bouncing off the walls at Monza. He's really struggling through Lesmo 2 right now. Can't quite get it right. And I believe we're going to have a second safety car in 2 laps. So as the pack reform, I believe we may go after the Parabolica is up to Boyraxa to decide. Into Parabolica we go, and I believe we're going green. Out of Parabolica we go, green flags on, and Seeks instantly trying to catch Dan napping here. As AMH because of the inside of Shadow Racing, Shadow Stalker, sorry. Seeks couldn't quite complete the move as we go on to lap number 3. 2 safety car periods in 2 laps. Here comes the slipstream effect. Jamie really reeling in Boy Rex down the main straight here. AMH is now looking down the middle. Oh, that'd be impressive for him to do that. Jamie around the outside, a bit of contact. Is still up the inside. So around the outside for the inside. Go to the Curva Grande, and Boy Rex still in the lead with Jamie behind him, Seeks behind that, AMH behind that one. Down to the second chicane, and AMH is down the inside of Seeks. Jamie really trying to get past Boy Rexer. Can't quite do it. Seeks fended off AMH, but at the front, Jamie is now looking down the inside of Lesmo 1. You go through Lesmo 1, side by side. He's still there for Lesmo 2. AMH behind. Will look at the inside of Seeks. Will get him through Lesmo 2. And this time, it's Seeks in the barrier. Followed by Shadowstalker DBS. Does anyone feel another safety car coming on? Into the Lesmos. They're still racing at the moment. Through Lesmo. Sorry, from the Lesmos into Ascari. Through Ascari they come. No safety car has been called yet. So it Seeks and Shadowstalker. Nope, and there we go. Safety car 3 laps in a row. I reckon if Burton Mylander was here, he'd be winning the race. Interesting like that from Seeks, trying to catch back up to the pack. As we go back to the front of the field, ready for when we go green again. I believe when Jamie starts flashing his lights, we're going to go green. Boy Rex there, sorry about the safety cars. Makes it interesting. So as we go now down towards turn 1, the first chicane. We're under green again. Does anyone want to place any money on do we get 4 laps in a row? Let's find out. Through Curva Grande for the 4th time. Boy Rex is still leading from Jamie F430. AMH is into 3rd at the moment. Seeks right behind that. Getting a beautiful triple car slipstream. Into the second chicane. There's AMH, currently still in 3rd. Where's Seeks? I don't know what's happened to him, but something has happened. You watch the cars into Lesmo 2. AMH gets it right this time. Up to Ascari. Under the bridge. Into Ascari. Jamie looking all over the back of Boy Rexer at the moment. So Ascari, Boy Rexer still there, 0.2 ahead of Jamie. AMH pretty much a 10th behind that. And AMH now looking to the inside of the pair of them as he got a double slipstream. Into Parabolica we come. AMH can't quite make the move, but Jamie does. Into Parabolica, he into the lead. And we have a complete lap without safety car. Good stuff as AMH is still behind Boy Rexer. Now Boy Rexer will have a slipstream up into the first turn. AMH uses the pit lane. Three abreast into turn 1. AMH will have the outside for the second part, so Jamie will get away with that. Boy Rexer squares the exit off and we'll get a brilliant run out of it. It's whether he's going to have the top end speed as he comes through Curva Grande. going to be on the outside. And we look to AMH Racing, who's going to look around the outside of the second chicane. Jamie still leads. Boyrax are looking at the moment on the back of AMH. And in the background, Seeks is crashing into the barriers. A bit too much curb into the second chicane. And that sees him into the barriers. The adopted Ecuadorian. As the leaders come down to Ascari, AMH look around the outside now for Ascari. He brakes late enough, this will work. Oh, he's done him before Ascari, that's a brilliant effort using that slipstream. Through Ascari they go. Boyraxer, just a little gap behind between Jamie and Boyraxer, but I'm sure with the slipstream that will close. But AMH Racing now in the lead here at Monza on lap number 5. Into Parabolica we come. Jamie on the inside of Parabolica, that's a good run through there. And he's gonna take the lead back. But both of them have to watch out because Boyraxa is looking very racy now. Goes to the inside, taking the Jamie line from season 11. Three wide coming up towards turn 1. And AMH will continue to lead this race out of the first chicane. The Series 2 Elite, I think, for Hamilton. He's not able to tell the safety car to speed up, that's for sure. The AMH still leads with Boyraxa now in second and Jamie in third. And that's wide from AMH. Boyraxa will get a run into the Lesmo 1. He's going to have to do it the hard way though. And he does do it the hard way, around the outside of Lesmo 1. Fantastic little move. And now AMH having to defend from Jamie. Down towards the sky for the 6th time of 8. Through Ascari, Boyraxa still leads. AMH a bit of curb on the exit of Ascari. Jamie's going to have a good bit of slipstream down to Parabolica. Can he make use of it? There's Dan in the background. There's Shadow Stalker. And Seeks, don't know what's happened to Seeks, but he's now reversing with no bonnet. He's at Lesmo 2. Interesting. Don't know what the Ecuadorian is doing there, but I guess we shall find out. He gets going again. Very, very weird. As we now go 3 wide up to turn 1 again here at Monza. Boyraxa from 1st to 3rd. He'll claim 2nd mag though. Good run on AMH on the exit there, but AMH will again have a bit of slipstream from Jamie. Although Jamie gets to choose really who he gives slipstream to. Down towards the 2nd chicane. Bit of weaving from AMH trying to find the best line, but Boyraxa could be about to take advantage. And he does a fantastic move into the 2nd chicane by Boyraxa, very opportunistic. AMH chose to have a bit of a wider line in to get a better exit, and it's costing the place. Now this is what we're going to get when Seeks now we're coming up to lap him. Boyraxa. Oh, that is a very uncharacteristic mistake from the defending champion. Caught the gravel on the exit with the grass, and into the barrier he goes. And it looks like we're going to have a fourth safety car of the race. I think Seek's just waiting at the back. He's going to take a lap down for the adopted Ecuadorian. So we're ready to have a final lap shootout then here at Monza for safety cars. We are green again as we exit Parabolica. And instantly, they're looking to go 3 wide up to turn 1. Boyrax on the outside, Jamie in the middle, AMH on the inside. And if this is anything to expect from 6 cars, can you imagine when we got the full driver list out and about? As they let Jamie go into the first chicane, Boyrax claims second place back from AMH. Down towards the second chicane. Jamie still leading from Boyrax from AMH. Then Dan behind that. But he's not fighting for position. He is a lap down in 6th place. So we go through Lesmo 1 for the final time. Up towards the 90 right after for Lesmo 2. Will anyone make a mistake here? Jamie almost makes the goal. A big crash. Big crash into Lesmo 2. A bit of a tag with Boyrax and AMH. Seeks gives him a love tap after. Seeks help AMH back to his wheels, so good sportsmanship there. Phenomenal crash though between those two. Very uncharacteristic from both. That sort of accident. But Jamie will come home to win this race unless Dan behind him can get a run out of Parabolica. He's there, he's 0.6 behind. I think that's Seeks spinning. Yes, it is in the gravel. Doing celebratory donuts for being a lap down. So we carry on through Parabolica. Jamie F430 will win here at this test race at Monza. Patient, no mistakes, and he's done the job. And a massive, oh my word, that is a massive, massive roll over the line. Shadowstalker comes home in 3rd. Boyrax a 4th. AMH Racing is in 5th. And the local Ecuadorian Seeks 44 will come home into the pit wall. And cross the line for 6th place and a lap down. So that is the order and finishing order of that. And that was pre-season testing, I believe. So, with that being testing over, information testing is now over. I do thank you for turning up and watching tonight. Good interaction from everyone. Thoroughly enjoyable, I think you'll you'll see from that. And also good insight into what's going to be happening in Season 12. Good close racing, but stay tuned because I think we might be having our pre-season notebook on this championship in about 5-10 minutes time, so do look out for that. And if you are still awake and have any questions for either Jamie FL30 or Boy Raxa, they will be joining me for it. So do stay tuned and post a comment as a question. So thank you for watching this pre-season test. Hopefully you'll be able to watch the pre-season notebook. But if not, we'll see you next week for more Ginetta action.